This episode of The Young Turks is brought to you by GoDaddy.com. All right, so we've had a rash of bird deaths, and so far it's been very difficult to explain them, right?
Yes.
We have lots of different theories. Well, we're going to bring you one very unique theory that Cindy Jacobs came up with, and she is from the Ministry of Generals International, and that is a church in Texas.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Right, so she has a very interesting explanation for the bird deaths, so we're going to go to that video in just a second. Actually, we'll go to it now. Do you have it, Dave?
According to biblical principles, a marriage is between a man and a woman. So we have to say, what happens when a nation makes a decision that is against God's principles? Well, often what happens is the nature itself will begin to talk to us. For instance, violent storms, flooding. And you know, there are actually some patterns that you can see where a nation will make a decision that is contrary to the principles of God, and after that, there is some kind of answer that God gives, being the God of creation, the God who created nature, but we don't always understand what He's saying. Well, there's something interesting we have been watching. Let's talk about this Arkansas pattern and say, could it be a pattern? We're going to watch and see. But the blackbirds fell to the ground in Beebe, Arkansas. Well, the governor of Arkansas's name is Beebe, and also there was something put out of Arkansas called Don't Ask, Don't Tell by a former governor. This was proposed Bill Clinton. And so, could there be a connection between this passage where said, and now that we had the repeal of the Don't Ask, Don't Tell, where people now, legally in the United States, have broken restraints with the Scripture. Because the Scripture says in Romans 1 that homosexuality is not allowed. It could be because we have said it's okay for people who commit these kind of acts to be recognized. You know, in our military, for the first time in our history, there is a potential that there is something that actually happened in the land where 100,000 drumfish died, and also where these birds just fell out of the air.
All right, of course, my favorite part is the BB explanation. Come on, that was awesome. And then, and I was like, where's she going? And she's like, and the governors of Arkansas is also named BB. I was like, okay. And she's like, and then the former governor of Arkansas was Bill Clinton, who originally did Don't Ask, Don't Tell. But Don't Ask, Don't Tell just got repealed. So,
right. And
that was Clinton's law. Mm-hmm. So why did the birds drop? Like, if God is sending us messages, they're awfully unclear. Like, you know, you can sharpen them up a little bit.
Well,
I mean,
that's why
it's like he's putting together a jigsaw puzzle, like a crossword puzzle or something. You're like, all right, and if you go across and then you go, oh my God, that's why he killed the birds.
No, but you're not getting it, Cenk, okay? That's why we need prophets like Cindy Jacobs to explain it to us. She's a higher being. She's placed on this planet to, you know, decipher everything.
Yeah, and honestly, I wouldn't have deciphered it without her. Okay? I didn't see that coming. I thought maybe pesticides. The official explanation was fireworks, which I think is almost as absurd as Cindy's explanation. Like 2,000 birds, like a couple of fireworks go off. They're like, what's it? Oh my God, oh, heart attack, and they all die at the same time. Okay. I think it's more, or it could be that the birds originally came from Buffalo, and so did former Buffalo Bills football player Don Beebe.
I don't even know what that means.
It's a guy who used to play football. Did you know you can pay 20-30% less if you go to theyoungturks.com/GoDaddy? Everybody knows this is where you go to get your domain name registered, and they have 24/7 support, and they've got 30 free new applications that you can get from
Right, and these applications help you to manage your domain name, and what I love is they have an iPhone, Android, and BlackBerry app.
Oh, damn.